We're back at it again this afternoon. Hey, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. So, I have today's lineup for this afternoon's game for the Yankees against the Milwaukee Brewers. But we also have some good news that the Yankees also reported that Ian Hamilton has started his rehab assignment in AAA. So, it could be another reinforcement coming to the bullpen. So, especially early in the season when the bullpen might work a little bit more frequently if the starters aren't given enough length. And that's not to say they won't, but if they don't, it's nice to have a couple guys ready to come back to kind of mix guys in and out of the bullpen in the meantime to kind of preserve that part of the pitching machine right now. So stay tuned either way. Especially if you're a Yankee fan, you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now. And if you always want to be in the loop of everything, what's going on, you want to know when we go live, just hit the notification as well. I thank you for it. So Ian Hamilton going back, starting his rehab in AAA. And again, it's not like he's starting in AA. He's starting in AAA. So, which is good. So, and again, I don't know what's going to happen. It's going to be really interesting to see what happens when guys start to come back and are ready to be activated on the 26-man active roster. Who's going to go? Right? We have no idea what's going to go right now. It's going to be such a roster crunch. And and you know what I'm hearing too. Speaking of roster crunch, there was some chatter with Nolan Arenado again in the Yankees this morning. And for those that didn't see, he hit a home run on opening day for the Cardinals. So he's kind of having a revenge tour, it looks like. And he's got a little bit of a chip on his shoulder. So that could work in his favor. That could work to a team that acquires him in their favor too. But I understand his contract stuff that needs to be addressed if that ever happens. But he would be an upgrade of what we have here now at third base. Not saying it'll happen, but the chatter is back. So just stay tuned. Now, speaking of that, let's get right into this lineup. I'm going to put it on the screen for you. Okay, Paul Goldschmidt. Kind of different today. Goldschmidt's leading off first base. Cody Bellinger's batting second in left field. Aaron Judge batting third in right field. Jazz Chisholm batting cleanup in second base. Anthony Volpe batting fifth at shortstop. Austin Wells at the dish batting sixth. Pablo Reyes is in there. Okay, Oswaldo Cabrera sitting. He's batting seventh, playing third base. Jason Dominguez batting eighth, DHing. And Trent Grisham is in center field, batting ninth. And on the mound, making his Yankee debut in Yankee Stadium is Max Fried against Nestor Cortez. Now, some folks are already, stressing concerns about why is Austin Wells not leading off and so on and so forth. This is the time to kind of play with different orders in the lineup. It's not like they're going to start doing it in game 80. This is game 2 of the season. So now's the time to figure out what works. These guys are competent hitters. Paul Goldschmidt is a competent hitter, a veteran hitter, as is Austin Wells. And I'll keep in mind, too, because a lot of folks are saying, well, Goldschmidt doesn't have any speed. Why isn't he leading off? Well, I've been pointing to this obvious, analogy, an as obvious scenario in Philadelphia. Look who's their leadoff hitter, Kyle Schwarber. He can't run for anything. But that offense is high flying. Okay. It's a very, very lethal, potent offense with him at the leadoff spot. So whether it's Austin Wells or Paul Goldschmidt, it doesn't matter as long as the rest of the lineup behind him is competent. Right. So it's just something that I think is important to continually reinforce. I understand the concerns, Goldschmidt, but again, he could have a good day today. And the fact is, if the Yankees win, they win the series. And that's what matters most. So, and hopefully they win the series. Even if they lose the next game, they've won the series. It's a 3-game series. So, stay tuned. Okay? And I really want to see what Pablo Reyes does. He outperformed Oswaldo and Oswald Peraza in spring training. So, he's up here for a reason. And again, we have some infield depth to keep in mind, too. When guys come back, and over the next couple of weeks, you're probably going to see Clark Schmidt come back, Ian Hamilton, right? And then Tyler Matzek, a lefty reliever. There are going to be a couple guys that are probably going to get moved or optioned. There's a reason why there's certain depth and certain players who you might not think are here or should be here that are here, right? Because those are probably going to be the guys that are going to be the most initially expendable once guys come back. Okay, Oswald Peraza, he's out of options. He could get moved. Right? Oswaldo Cabrera, he still has options, could be optioned out. Okay, I don't think Oswaldo Cabrera would be optioned out. It could be Pablo Reyes. Okay, although I think it might be also out of options. Right? Clark Schmidt, once he comes back, who gets moved? Once Tyler Matson comes back, does Jeff Hartley get moved? The other lefty that I didn't think would make it, but with Matzek, you know, having a slight issue, he's on the IL right now. Once he comes back, this guy's got clutch perform in the postseason. So he's a guy I think the Yankees are going to want to have a battle tested veteran in the bullpen to go along with Tim Hill on the lefty side, right? To complement all the other guys. And I expect to see some of the other guys today with Devin Williams throwing 36 pitches the opening day. I don't expect to see him. Luke Weaver threw 19. You might not see him, but I wouldn't be surprised if you see Fernando Cruz, maybe Mark Leiter Jr. again. So, and a couple of these other guys. So it's gonna be nice to see the wide variety of guys, and hopefully Max Fried gives us some length, maybe 6 innings. 6 innings would be fabulous, right? Maybe we'll see Ryan Yarbrough too. He can throw more than 1 inning from the lefty side. So I'm excited about this. And like I said, I mean, I think this lineup is different than it was last year. It's longer. It's just more fundamentally sound. Okay, and even though we lost some of the heavy hitter, um, Juan Soto, but we added competency and length and the desire to play for this team to replace him, and that's a good thing. So he can only fill one spot, Juan Soto, just like on the Mets. He can only fill one spot. And there were people complaining about him knocking hands and ignoring the fact that he was on base 3 out of 5 times, which is one of the things that I pointed out last year all the time with the Yankees, whether he walks or not. Okay. His on base percentage is number one in baseball for a reason. It doesn't look like that's going anywhere. So, um, but with that said, this lineup is different. But now's the time to experiment with the different orders of the lineup. And but I want to know what your folks are thinking about this. I'll be live after the game. Hopefully, we'll celebrate another win. But this is not the time, in my opinion. I can't speak for everybody, but in my opinion, this is not time to panic about the lineup. Okay, and kind of question these types of things. There's what's the point of having depth if you're not going to use it, right? See what works right now, and don't overuse people early in the season, especially since we have so many injuries already. So it makes sense to take advantage of this depth, especially guys who want to continue to ride that momentum. If guys were playing extremely well in spring training, like Reyes was, right? Scar and some of these other guys, it makes sense to utilize them, right? So, and again, Ben Rice is not in today. It's okay. It's just other guys are going to be in. Trent Grisham didn't start last time. He's starting now. It's okay. It's all right. So, give me your thoughts either way. Okay. Let's hopefully be back later in a couple hours to celebrate a Yankees win. Let's go.